Is it just me, or does it feel kind of awkward tonight? You shouldn't have any trouble on this floor, but please be careful regardless.
Roger that. I will stay alert.
Don't worry. At this height, I'm still getting clear readings from all of you. Let's see. You're on the 19th floor. That's nearly the height of a skyscraper.
Good thing we have teleporters. We never get this far if we had to climb up from the bottom every time.
Fortunately, those teleporters allow us to save both time and energy.
It seems as if both the appearance and ambience of Tartarus differ depending on the floor.
There are various shadows here as well. That's why we need your support.
Sometimes I feel bad being the only one in a safe spot, and all I can do is provide support.
Without your help, we wouldn't be this far along in our exploration. Be more confident in yourself.
I'm picking up some signals of stronger shadows. I'll let you know when I pinpoint their location.
Thanks. That'll buy us some time to prepare ourselves.
You know, this place reminds me of a movie I saw before. What was it called again?
I don't want to know. It's probably a horror movie anyway.
I'm still a little scared of the faces on the walls. Seems like they could start moving any time now.
Don't say that. You've got me feeling paranoid.
Shadows sometimes hide in areas that are hard to see, so keep an eye out for surprise attacks. I don't detect any shadows here. It's hard to get a read on the layout here. Keep your guard up. You're currently on the 80th floor. No building in this country has that many floors.
I don't like the idea that this tower has broken some kind of record.
Aside from the height, if this tower is our school, does that mean it can only be as wide as the campus?
I can't say for sure. But unfortunately, I don't think it works that way.
It's so nice to have a team this big. I feel more secure with a lot of people here on standby.
Yeah, I can imagine how lonely it gets at the entrance. And how scary it'd be if a shadow wandered in.
I have to get stronger too. I have to be a better support for the team. Everything here is so shiny. It's making me a little disoriented. Oh yeah, wasn't there a movie where the main characters go treasure hunting in a place like this? This place kind of looks like an ornate tomb for a mummy. Do you really think we'll be able to get rid of Tartarus? I wonder, is the Reaper usually hiding somewhere, biding its time? We could take our time exploring if it weren't for the Reaper showing up. Don't tell me, all of this is made of real gold? This is the 139th floor. I think that's about 550 meters high. It seems like we've reached the end of the block. Scenery here looks so different. I wouldn't be surprised at all if we were forced to solve puzzles in this place. It looks a little hot on that floor. How's everyone feeling?
It does feel kind of stuffy here. Or is it just my imagination?
Looking at how this tower was built, it's as if someone designed it this way.
Yeah, no way it looks like this by chance. But honestly, I have no clue.
Come to think of it, isn't it oddly convenient that there are teleporters already set up here?
They might be relics of the research that was conducted here. So I wouldn't necessarily call it fortunate.
What connection do shadows have with the Arcana tarot cards? There's so much we don't know.
We've been looking into that, but there's not much information to go on.
I'm not sure if it's because of our surroundings, but I'm sensing some hostility. Please be careful. I wonder if Escapade looks like this at night. The tower must use a lot of energy in order to shuffle every single floor. That floor seems to be the halfway point of this block. It looks like we're inside a kaleidoscope. Only these colors are so vivid, they make me uncomfortable. Those eyes aren't going to shoot laser beams or anything, are they? In the beginning, this place still looked like a building, but now, I have no idea. We've reached the 199th floor. I can't believe there's more than 200.
Were this a normal structure, we would be about 800 meters above ground, if such a structure existed.
Once upon a time, I thought we'd be done by the 30th floor. Yeah, those days are long gone.
It kind of feels like Those giant eyes are looking right at us.
Nah, be for real. They're just for, scaring off birds. Like those shadows we saw.
Do you think the shadows would go stir crazy from being cooped up in here for too long?
Well, they're probably used to it by now. Actually, haven't they always been pretty crazy?
I'm sure our classmates would find it hard to believe that we've been fighting here.
That's the tough part about being a hero. Nobody gets what we're going through.
I'm not trying to look at the scenery or anything, but it's just so distracting.
I've gotten used to it by now, but for some reason, I kind of want to graffiti the walls.
I wonder if shadows gather in other places like this.
If they do, maybe some of them go underground.
No matter how hard I try, I can't think of a single reason for the forest to be designed this way.
Maybe there ain't one. Probably didn't think anyone would climb this thing.
I wonder if Escapade looks like this at night.
Now I feel like dancing. I should throw on some jams, get us grooving.
No matter how hard I try, I can't think of a single reason for the forest to be designed this way.
Perhaps it was designed without rhyme or reason.
I wonder if shadows gather in other places like this.
Though I'd rather not entertain the thought, you have a point. We'll have to look into it eventually.
If only there was a safe place for us to take a break.
Like some sort of safe room. That'd certainly be convenient.
Do you think shadows understand the concept of teamwork?
I'd say it's possible, based on what we've seen with the large shadows.
Oh, maybe we could leave some supplies at school to use later. Oh wait, never mind.
It'd probably be faster to bring them with us. Looking for them later sounds way too hard.
Do you think the shadows would go stir crazy from being cooped up in here for too long?
They've been crazy this whole time. I don't think it really matters.
I'm not trying to look at the scenery or anything, but it's just so distracting.
Just try to take it easy, Fuka.
You've covered so much ground exploring this place. I don't think I could ever do that.
Now that you mention it, my stamina's improved. But I still haven't lost weight.
Are shadows nocturnal? What do they do during the day?
Maybe they're sleeping. Only we could get the jump on them then.
There's so many colors on this floor. It's hurting my eyes.
Seriously, these colors are so loud. They're driving me insane.
What's waiting for us up ahead? Honestly, I'm a little scared to find out. I'm sure there's some reason this area is shaped this way. Does anyone need to take a break? We've reached the 252nd floor. That's higher than any building in the real world. If heaven really does exist, would it be a place like this?
No, I get that this place looks the part, but God, please, no.
It's so bright here. It's almost like it's daylight.
But it's supposed to be midnight, the dark hour, right? Yeah, it's so whack.
With how bright this area is, it might be easier to spot shadows.
Yep, they stick out like a sore thumb. Time to hammer them down.
The Reaper showed up! Be careful, everyone! Koro-chan has his guard up, too! If heaven really does exist, would it be a place like this?
We won't find out. Not today. It's not our time yet. We're going to make it out alive.
Huh. These patterns look a bit like the ones we saw at the temple gardens in Kyoto.
You mean the Zen Gardens? There's a belief that they connect this world to the next.
For a second, I thought this place was actually kind of pretty.
I mean, it does look nice, but it feels kind of empty. Really creepy.
It's so bright here. It's almost like it's daylight.
Yeah. Doesn't really feel like we're inside Tartarus.
Everyone's so much stronger now. I know we can make it through this.
I'm glad I got stronger, but I could really do without all the extra muscle.
With how bright this area is, it might be easier to spot shadows.
Then maybe it's time for us to go on the offensive.